It's interesting how David begins in Psalm 31 and verse 15. Part A of that verse of scripture says, my time is in your hands, my time is in thy hands. He is addressing God is at this juncture, at this time in his life when, if you go further, you find that he is encompassed by enemies, people who don't like him at all, people who just want him gone, people who just want him disappear from the face of earth. So he's facing challenges, and it's in the midst of those challenges, he comes up and he says to God, I know that my times are in your hands. My times are in God's hands. There are times, ladies and gentlemen, there are times that we, at some point in our walk of faith, we are confronted with uncertainty. One thing you would love really to be in anything, in this walk of life is you want to be certain. You want to be certain about what's going to happen to me. You want to be certain about what's going to happen to my kids. You want to be certain about what's going to happen tomorrow. You want to be certain about, your monies. You want to be certain about, what's happening to do I have enough food? You want to be certain about everything. You want to be certain about, I can pay my bills. You want to be certain about those things. But you find yourself in this vacuum, in this space, in this time, in this stretch where it's all you can be like really certain about is the uncertainty that you're in. It's the uncertainty of the environment and the atmosphere that you are in. But interesting is that what David says, that whilst I am in the midst of these challenges, these trying times, whilst I'm in the midst of these turbulent times, whilst I'm in the midst of these hindrances, while I'm in the midst of this WrestleMania, while I'm in the midst of all the crazy stuff that's going on, there's one thing that I'm so certain about. Even in the environment of uncertainty, I'm certain about one thing, and that one thing is